Hey, Space Pal.
Space Pals.
We are back.
We're actually not back. We're here for the first time.
We're not back. We're fucking here now. You stupid.
Yeah, we're here for the first time with motherfucking Space Cast.
You stupid.
We're just gonna sit here. It is 1:51 p.m.
Dabbed out.
on a Thursday afternoon.
The sun is out, Monica.
Just Monica.
Just Monica. We played. Guys, if you guys haven't played Doki Doki Literature Club, I swear.
We literally just.
That shit, we're gonna have a playthrough of it eventually because it's just so good.
Yeah,
It's
check
just
our-
so good.
Yeah. Watch out for the motherfucking Doki Doki playthrough. That shit was.
You keep your eyes peeled
I tell
like a
you what.
banana. He'll tell you something.
Yeah, these Space Casts are just gonna be us sitting here with some motherfucking coffee.
We're just chilling
Yeah, chilling
with the big chungus.
with some big chungus.
We got the big chungus loaded up.
And we're gonna fuck
You ain't never seen a chungus this big.
These might be boring, but we're literally just gonna sit here and talk.
We kind of feel like it could be atmospheric, you know, like sometimes people just want somebody to hang out with. They don't have anybody, so we're here for you, man. We know how it goes. We got your back, man.
We know how it be.
We know how it is. People think it don't be like that sometimes, but it do, okay?
It do be like that.
It do be like that sometimes.
Who the fuck is lighter, dude?
Dude,
Whoa.
man, I had an idea for the Space Cast, you know. I was gonna be like, yo, let's tell some embarrassing ass stories. But ass titties. I want to hear some of your guys' embarrassing stories in the fucking comment section. So leave a subscribe, favorite video, 5-star rating for that.
No, if you guys could share these, comment, like, subscribe, all the goodies. Be much appreciated.
You only have permission to share it if you comment on the video one of your most embarrassing moments in your entire life. You only have permission after that.
Yeah.
Everything else is fucking like, it's not a real share. It's not a real fan.
Fucking Hillary's one of Hillary's most embarrassing moments is.
This is
What
about
about-
you, Ronnie. This is not about Hillary.
Not
You
Hillary,
piece of shit.
Hillary Clinton, dude. Her most embarrassing moments.
Yeah.
Is when we all knew that she killed Jeffrey. That's the big.
Was it
that's
her?
the big group.
I don't know that.
It was either her or somebody else.
I think
But-
she hired somebody, man.
All I know is when she went on the Trevor Noah show,
Yeah.
and Trevor Noah was like,
Did
"So
you kill-
how
did you kill Epstein?"
How did you kill Jeffrey Epstein? She laughed.
She laughed.
She laughed. Yeah.
Yo.
She laughed at the man.
Yo.
How did you kill Jeffrey Epstein?
And she just laughing. She's like, oh, they know. They know.
That's crazy.
Real Monica say true. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that I was the first one to show you Doki Doki Literature Club, man.
That game, if y'all haven't played that game, it is. something.
Stop listening to this video and go download Doki Doki Literature Club for free. It's probably one of the best games I've ever played.
There was. Okay, I liked it at the start, and then when it.
No spoilers, you piece of shit.
There are no spoilers. I'm
Fuck
just
you.
Giving my opinions on the game, you fucking moron.
Alright, what do you have to say?
But I don't know. I went through liking the game to not liking the game to liking the game a little bit, and then to not liking the game, and then to liking the game again after it was over.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
I don't even know how to feel about the game at this point, to be honest. And that's why I like it.
I don't know how to feel about it or if I like it or not. That's why I like it. Man. No, I saw the first time I saw Doki Doki Literature Club, man. It was on Game Grumps. And they played it and they gave them all really stupid voices.
Yeah.
So I decided when we played through it that we would give them really
It
stupid
makes
voices
the game
too.
10 times better.
And I'm not gonna spoil how fucking amazing our name is. But
really, I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but I came out of nowhere.
Ronnie came out of left field with this fucking name, and it's just I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. I'm gonna give you the voice that we use for him. Okay, it's a little bit like this. It's a little bit like this. So if you go through Doki Doki Literature Club, and you don't give the main character a really funny voice, you're gonna have a bad time. I'm just telling you right now.
It's gonna be awkward.
I'm just telling you right now, man.
If you don't give them voices and you don't make it funny, it's just awkward. And
You know, the worst way to play Doki Doki Literature Club, I'm gonna tell you right now, the worst way is just to read everything in your head. That's the worst.
I
Because
tell you, I got a worse way.
what's that?
With your dick in your hand.
And you're just like hoping for something to fap to, but you're just like, ah!
Because you will sit there with your dick in your hand
It'll become
for like
it'll
2
become
hours.
so flaccid that you just like you have to tighten your grip, like.
No, you'll be waiting with your dick in your hand for 2 hours, and then it doesn't even happen, and some other crazy shit happens instead, and you're just mind fucked. I feel like that's like a troll. Like, you meant for that game to just troll everyone who thought it was gonna be some like big fat sesh in the fucking Doki Doki world. No, it is not big fap sesh. It is not.
It's the opposite of a big fap sesh,
If
I'll
you
tell
can
you
big
what.
fap sesh to Doki Doki,
Give it a big fap.
You can't not big fap. I mean,
If you were having a big fap sesh during our playthrough, and I didn't know about it, man.
record it and let us know, because I want to see that shit.
Post that shit on Pornhub. Big fap sesh to Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh my god. I'm gonna go on Pornhub. I'm gonna go on Pornhub tonight specifically to look for a video of somebody fapping to Doki Doki.
It's probably out there, honestly.
That's gonna be in my search history now. Oh my god.
There's probably some Doki Doki animated.
Yeah, there
porn.
probably is a lot of hentai.
I would know, because I did not look it up actually. I was going into that.
I
did not do that. I did not.
I was confident about this joke before I said it out my mouth, man. I can imagine there being a lot more Yuri stuff than there being anything else.
Yeah.
I can imagine, yeah. She was like the most character like that, you know.
She just started losing.
Don't
shit, dude.
even fucking say anything about it, dude. Don't even fucking start with. Don't you get me started.
Yuri's definitely the most interesting out of all, I would say.
And I like her hair. Her hair is cool.
Yeah.
Fucking purple on any human is just so interesting.
Just fucking Oompa Loompa shows up out of nowhere. Just like,
I'm purple.
my hair's purple, dog. What about me?
You wanna fuck?
Or was that some lies that you were just saying?
You want some of this Oompa Loompa dick?
You want a Oompa Loompa on my schnoz, dog?
On my schnoz? Where would the schnoz be, Roddy?
Literally, it could be your nose or your dick.
I was thinking the nose. I was thinking,
Schnoz?
because when I hear schnoz, I think of schnot. You know, you go and blow some snot out of your schnoz.
Dude, it's weird. All the males on my dad's side have this nose, the same exact nose that I have, and they call it the Beber schnoz. And I'm like, don't ever say that to me again.
Don't ever fucking tell me that I have the Beber schnoz.
If I
ever
don't hear that I have the Beber schnoz from anyone else in this family,
Oh, dude, you got the Beber schnoz too.
I tell you what, we're going on a family trip to
I'm
Florida.
gonna knock your Beber
I'm
schnoz
jumping
out.
off the plane and I'm letting it crash. My uncle said that shit to me one time. I was like, you say I have the Beber schnoz, dog?
Dude.
I'm mad now. No, but literally talking about Doki Doki, taking it back to embarrassing moments of childhood.
Mm-hmm.
There was a period in my life where I watched anime
Oh, yeah.
for like a good 2 weeks straight. I burned through like all of Crunchyroll.
Oh, my God.
Not that much, but I watched an anime called Erased. I watched all of Sword Art Online. I watched
Sword Art Online is kind of short, but...
I watched two of them, both of them.
Oh, shit.
And then I watched Attack on Titan,
Oh, wow.
the entire thing.
Did you get into Bleach, too?
I tried to.
I remember you saying something about
It's so long, you really got to be dedicated.
It's like 400 episodes or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
But it was during the summer, so like I had nothing to do as a child.
Right.
It was in like middle school. I think it was 7th grade, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I did a lot of shit in like those Christmas breaks.
Because you showed me Sword Art Online, and that was the first anime that I was shown, and after that I was hooked.
Right.
It was like crack.
Yeah, but that's like the introductory anime.
Yeah, it's such a good anime.
Well, I mean, not the introductory. I'd say like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Are more like, and Bakugan and shit like that. Bakugan was the shit, dude. Oh my god.
I remember
love that.
Just chucking those Bakugan balls across the room as a child, like, Bakugan! Fucking just like, it would hit the wall.
Yo, that reminds me of an embarrassing moment of my childhood.
So, my brother Jake, I dueled him so many times in Bakugan, and we would just throw him back and forth. Like, it was, and then the other person would go pick it up and then put it on the board.
Right.
Because we just wanted to throw him, like, in the fucking
Right, yeah. Because they would throw them and then they would land perfectly.
I remember one time I went over to one of my older brother's friends' houses.
Yeah.
And he had one of those big Tupperwares.
Oh, yeah.
Filled to the brim with Bakugan.
What?
And I was like, dude, you're going to jail if they find you with all these Bakugan. This is an illegal amount of Bakugan.
There's gotta be some kind of limitation on the amount of power one man can have.
Yeah, back on track. I was fucking all the anime titties, dude.
You were fucking all the anime titties?
Nah, dude. Like, if you watch any anime, you're almost guaranteed to have, like, fucking...
They all have those, yeah. They all have
Anime
those
titties.
Tropes, yeah.
It's one of the very many joys of watching anime as a middle schooler. It's just the copious amounts of fucking...
And panty shots. Those are, like, all the time.
And sexual innuendos.
Innuendo, yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
My mom would walk in so many times. It was so embarrassing. And I'm like, it's just a show. I just want to enjoy the story. I didn't ask for the anime titties.
That's just a bonus, man. It's just a bonus.
Eventually, I just stopped caring. Like,
yeah, what's up, Mom? Yeah, I'm watching hentai. Yeah, it's got tentacles in it. What's up?
That's an alien dick. That's actually 3 alien dicks.
At the same time. Yeah, that's possible.
Somebody in Japan drew this shit.
Those
spent like weeks on this.
This is his masterpiece. It's his magnum opus.
It would be disrespectful to click away.
Man,
that was probably really dude. Abby Haslam. I had a fucking story about her. You go next.
I got a really fucking stupid. This is a kind of long story. So, you remember Logan Fakiri?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, he was like one of my first friends that I ever had in middle school. So, like, I'm kind of like almost stuck in this voice from Doki Doki.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We would be playing that game and I would just like, for like an hour afterward, I would just be speaking like this. Because I just
addictive.
It's just so good. It's so good. It feels good. But anyway, yeah, like, I would go over to his house, and he had this house on Fox Hill. You ever been to Fox Hill?
Yeah.
Fucking, his basement was like, oh my gosh, it was so cool because he had a huge TV in one room, and then in another room he had all of these sculptures of animals and shit.
Yeah.
And well, not sculptures, like the taxidermy. So it was like there was just like a nature scene in the next room, and then it had like a projector theater.
That's cracked, dude.
It's cracked. But
who was it? Was it his mom?
It was his. I think it was because his dad was super rich or something. But he wasn't really around often.
Rich people do that. Like, I'm
I
just
don't know,
gonna buy
man.
all these stuffed animal heads because I have money.
It's a waste of money.
Like, go buy some fucking like.
But I think it was like
water.
one. I think it was ones that he had killed or something.
That's crazy.
But anyway, fucking, I would always go over to his house because he had all these crazy, awesome toys.
Yeah.
And the things that I enjoyed most were his copious amounts of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Bakugan. And Oh fuck, what was it? It was like there was something else too that I really enjoyed. Oh yeah, Mega Blocks. He had these Mega Block platforms that looked like real mountains, but they had the Lego block bottom on them. That was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
So you could put you could put figures on them, and they would be able to. Right. So you could like put the Mega Block figures on them, and they were like armored and shit.
Yeah.
Really cool. And then his Yu-Gi-Oh cards, man, he had like Mango. I'm still into Yu-Gi-Oh cards, hella, because I'm a nerd. But when I was younger, I was way more into them, and I was way more into the older shit because the older shit was all that was around. Like Yu-Gi-Oh GX was just coming out.
Yeah.
That's how far back in the day this was. So he had the Egyptian god cards. He had Exodia. And he had all these other, like, he had the Magnet Warriors, fucking the Blue Eyes, all this shit. I was like, yo, this is awesome. And he had it all in. I wanted to cop it so bad, dog. Like, legit. I was this little crazy guy. Fucking crazy. And this is where the story is going, actually, because I had Bakugan, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had like 4. And they all sucked ass. So I brought them over to play Bakugan with him one day, and I legit, like, he kept them. For some reason, he kept those Bakugan. He's like, no, those are my Bakugan. It's like, what the fuck, dog? I brought these over. This is mine. He's like, nah. So I legit tried to go home with my pockets fucking bulging with his Bakugan. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't have anything. I was fucking retarded. I thought I was sly as shit.
You're like fucking sly.
I thought I was sly as shit. But I go out, I'm about to fucking leave. His mom's like, what you got in your pockets? I'm like, I don't got nothing in my pockets. And I tried to fucking leave, but my pockets were like bigger than my hands. Like, I thought that I was getting away with that shit. So she called my mom and she's like, yeah, your kid just tried to steal my kid's stuff. And she's like, okay. So she comes over and I told my mom that he stole my shit first. And she's like, well, that doesn't give you permission to steal his shit anyway. But you will get yours back and whatever. But I was so embarrassed because I really fucking thought that I could get away with my pockets being just humongous and full of like I had probably like 15 Bakugan in one pocket of varying sizes, and they're all little spheres. So you can't fucking.
She was probably like, what the hell is in. I just want to see what's in your pockets. I don't even care.
She's like, what is up with your legs, dog? Do you have elephantitis?
You got some dog? You should see a doctor.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, that shit embarrassed me, man. But then I also tried to steal some of his Yu-Gi-Oh cards some other time because he stole my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and it didn't fucking happen. But I got mine back. But it was still retarded. I was so dumb.
What was he like? Was it like?
Well, he was dumb too. Like I don't remember.
Was he like mad?
Yeah, well, yeah, like he was mad, but I think he kind of negated his own madness because irritation. He's not like fucking crazy. You're just like he diverted his own anger because he realized that he stole shit from me first, and then I was like, yo, I'm gonna take your shit then. So he like kind of got over it, and I kind of got over it.
Oh.
So, yeah, it was a weird situation. Like, he and I weren't mad at each other, but my mom for some reason was really mad at his mom, and his mom was really mad at my mom. So we stopped hanging out because they didn't like each other. It was so fucking like.
What the shit?
Like, I'm totally over all of that shit. I'm sure he is too. But my mom and his mom probably still hold grudges on each other for it. Like, bruh.
One time there was this girl in elementary school. I'm not gonna say names. I ain't naming anybody. You remember who it was. And for some reason, I got, like, roped into a fucking...
Threesome.
Yeah. Mrs. Collins. It's like fucking okay.
Oh, that's horrible.
But it was like a giant group.
Why did that fucking atrocity just leave my lips?
It was like a giant group game of tag.
Oh, yeah.
And
I've heard this story.
I went to tag her, and like, I accidentally put my hands on both of her chest areas, and I fucking was so embarrassed. I ran away. I literally ran to the other side of the playground. It happened on like that hump area next to where the basketball courts were on that shit. And it was on that hill.
Yeah.
Right there. Like right there.
Oh yeah.
And I ran all the way to the
I
other
hope
side.
you guys are enjoying this space cast.
This is like the deepest pits of my soul. Like the hatred that I have for myself stems from these stories.
I hope you guys understand that we just can't talk about space all the time, man. It's so huge.
Yeah,
we would love to talk about space all the time, man, but
don't worry, dog. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it eventually. We're just soul bearing here.
And fucking some other chick. I'll write her name down and show you.
If we would talk about space all the time, man, shit.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Fucking lawyer.
Oh.
And she found me on the other side because she saw that shit.
Yeah.
She came up to me and she's like,
Yo. Yo.
And I'm like, I got on my knees literally, and I was like, please don't tell anyone about that shit. And then
I got on my knees and prayed.
Literally on my knees.
Oh my gosh. How intense is that?
And I honestly believe that is where a lot of fucking like social anxiety came from. Just that pure fucking
terror.
Trauma.
Yeah. Damn.
Because when you're like that, like
Yeah.
you're a kid and you're like, okay.
And you're fucking horrified
Yeah,
for the consequences.
You don't understand that it was just a stupid situation. It was it's like, fuck.
You think that your life is like over.
You're like, man, it's
That's a GG, dude. That's a GG.
I'm homeless. Like, nah, it's strict.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's intense.
There was a time where I never stopped cringing at the thought of that until probably around like sophomore year of high school. Like I was like, oh god, think about it. I did that. It was an accident. Like I did that. It was crazy.
Dude, shit.
So after that, I didn't want to talk to anyone.
Just like, fuck
Leave me the fuck alone.
everyone.
Leave me alone, please.
Dude.
Space dog.
I think that here's one more thing, man. I think that the most embarrassing things for me in my life were when I randomly lied about something. Like, oh hey, have you seen this movie? Or like, oh, have you played this video game? And I was like, yeah, dude, I played it all through. Or like, oh yeah, I fucking watched that movie. I don't know why the fuck when I was a kid I thought that was okay. But I just like straight up, like I would, like if anybody was like, hey, have you seen this movie or this TV series or if you played this game? And I was like, yeah, dude, totally. I was just like,
Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck.
I did the same thing.
I think it was just because I wanted to be involved in like whatever conversation they were having. So I was like, yeah, totally, I did that. So I was like, I would like try to divert the conversation entirely after saying that. Now that I'm a part of it, just like, oh yeah, totally. Hey, this other thing, and how like I know about that other thing and not this thing. And you don't know that I don't know about that thing? Yeah, it was that was always, and then when I would get caught in the lie of like, well, what about this part from that movie or this part from that game? I would be like, and they'd be like, you haven't done it, have you? And I was like, yeah. And that shit like was so embarrassing to me. Like when I would get caught in that lie.
Yeah, because you're like, I don't know why I say that.
I don't know why I said it. I guess I just wanted to be a part of your conversation. I didn't fucking ever say that, but I was just like, yeah.
I'm just lonely.
Yeah, I lied. That was the most embarrassing thing, because then it was like, oh, now I don't want to talk to you at all. It's like, oh, damn it.
You're like,
man.
And it's never like, you never learned from it.
Yeah, yeah.
You're just like,
when I was younger, I didn't learn from that shit. I was just like, I'm gonna do that shit again. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do that shit somewhere else.
We all think, like, our logic does not make any fucking sense when we're kids.
Yeah.
We're all some dumb shits.
But we learn it from it as we go, man.
Yeah, it's like a necessary thing.
It's really cool. Because, like, when you have all those, like, silly ways of learning those lessons.
It's so funny, like, to look back. Like,
yeah.
What the hell? Like, what?
Yeah.
That does not make any sense.
Uh-huh. Shit was...
Like, just say no.
Just say you haven't done the thing. Because
you
you haven't done the thing.
And then you know what?
I remember I would argue with the teachers sometimes when it was, like, under 50 degrees and I didn't want to wear my fucking coat. Why do I have to wear a coat? It's warm out. Dude, just fucking put your coat on.
Yeah, dude, just...
They're trying to help you. I legit would argue with a teacher. Or like the assistant teachers who were just trying to do their job. I would give them like such bullshit. Why do I have to put my coat on? I don't need my coat. I'm fine. Just put your coat on.
Do you remember Mrs. Were you in Miss Conley's class?
Yeah.
Dude,
she like hated me.
She hated Ethan. You remember Ethan?
She hated Ethan. She hated everybody.
Dude, it was
The
so
only
bad.
people that she liked were people that kissed her ass. And I didn't like kissing her ass because it was difficult.
And it was like, I was like, no.
And I don't like kissing people's ass.
She fucking...
I like when people have mutual respect.
They would send home like these disciplinary documents and your parents...
Yeah, that shit sucked. My mom always was like, nah. Like more than half the time when...
Or hose, dog.
More than half the time when Mrs. Conley would try to like discipline me on something, my mom would be like, yeah, but like, this is stupid.
Yeah, but like, so yeah, you're gay.
So yeah, you're gay. And then do. I gotta find that fucking clip, dude, and send it to you so you can play it.
Oh, freaking.
So yeah.
Snow again, dude.
Snow, man.
It's out here snowing on.
Snowing on us, dog. The one thing I do like about winter is you can see the stars way better. Like, when I can usually see Orion because we're in the northern hemisphere in winter, and I love Orion. Orion is like my favorite constellation.
I'd love to see the aurora sport.
Aurora Borealis?
Yeah, the aurora borealis.
I feel you.
That would be insane.
Excuse me. I want to see the Aurora Borealis on like a really starry, like with the fucking Milky Way in the background, dog. That would be some of the most mystical shit. Especially, oh dude, could you imagine? I don't think it would be possible, but could you imagine like standing like in the desert where you can see the Milky Way in the middle of the night and the stars are just like brighter than they've ever been, and then the Aurora Borealis on top of that shit.
Damn, dude. That would be crazy.
That would be ridiculous.
Where do you go to see the aurora borealis? Where?
I think it's like the way north. I don't think it happens in the way south. I'm really not sure because I think it's something to do with the way the light reflects, and it's like on the top where this. I don't fucking get it, man. I'm not a scientist. I couldn't tell you. I ain't no bio major.
In Aurora, sometimes referred to as polar lights.
Oh, okay.
Where's Aurora?
Polar lights. So it's near the North Pole. Which the magnetic North Pole is moving, so it's possible that the Aurora Borealis is going to get more south.
Yeah, Alaska.
Nice.
It's crazy, dude.
Did you know that the magnetic poles have been moving?
No.
They've been shifting slightly.
Yeah, that's because isn't the Earth tilted?
The Earth is tilted, yeah, and there's the great. I think it has something to do with the precession of the equinox, but I really couldn't tell you. I've read a lot of stuff online. Don't know how reliable it is, so don't take me as like a fucking scientist, man. I don't know shit.
It'd be funny if we could get like some of our old teachers on the space cast.
Dude, space cast with teachers, hell yeah. I would love to do a space cast with Mr. Carls. Mr. Carls is a fucking G.
Why were you such a bitch?
Why were you such a bitch?
That's what I'm wondering.
Nah, that would be mean.
That would be gay.
That would be hella
She
mean.
was actually at, when I worked at Pizza Hut, I would take the bank deposits over to the bank.
Yeah.
Right next to Pizza Hut. And she would be there sometimes. And I'm like,
Vietnam flashback, dude. No, I remember sometimes like I would be talking while she's talking, like to other people, because I was bored as fuck listening to her. So I would just talk to other people and distract them, and she sometimes would take me out to the hallway and like discipline yell at me, and I'd just be like looking at how her eyes move. I was like half listening and like half just watching how her eyes would go like.
Dude, I remember talking about that one time where I went up I was in 3rd grade, I think. We were in 3rd grade.
Okay.
And I would walk up to the 5th grade class areas. That's where my brother was. I had to walk home.
Oh yeah.
And she just like yelled at me for being up there. She's like, "What are you doing up here with all these? You're supposed to be down there." And I'm like, "Well, it's after school." And like, she was like, "Shut the fuck up." No.
She's like, "Shut the fuck up."
She backhanded me in my face at the locker, and it hurted.
That shit hurted.
No, she didn't do that. That would have been wild, though.
That would have been hella wild.
Oh, crazy.
But fucking, dude. That's bad. That's
yeah,
bad
and then
touch.
I told my dad, because for some reason I was crying about it. I don't know why, but I was just crying.
You're just upset that she yelled at you because
I was
you're
like,
a kid.
I'm just doing my job, dog. Like, I'm just out here.
I'm just out here in these streets. It's rough.
I just want to go home. That's all I want to do.
That's it. That's all a kid want to do.
I was instructed by my parents to do this.
Yeah.
So I told
I'ma
my
do
dad,
this.
He's like, "Why are you crying?" I told him.
Why the fuck you crying?
It's crazy. And fucking, I told him. And he went in there. And he's like,
Where the fuck Miss Conley at, man?
basically.
I'ma kill this bitch.
And then he made me sit there while he in the office in front of the principal.
Epic gamer moment right there, man.
And then it was solved, and she did not fuck with me
That's right.
anymore. She didn't fuck.
Don't even fuck.
Even when I was fucking around, she didn't fuck with me. So I'm immortal, dude. I was and then I brought a fucking knife to school for no reason, absolutely at all.
Did you actually?
Yeah. Like I carried it on cause I walked with one of my other friends, and there would be a lot of people that would like fucking like harass you while you're walking home. It's
Right.
Weird.
Oh, I have a story about
And
that.
he was like cool about knives, so I'd like bring knives. We would like talk about knives
Oh, okay.
on the way to walk home.
Right. That's cool.
And then fucking, I literally fucking just snuck that shit in my backpack, put it in my sweater thing, and then I like held onto it. That way we could talk about knives after school.
Damn, dude.
And I
Crazy.
could show him the cool ass knife with like the polar bear on it and shit.
Damn.
And I almost got caught.
Ooh.
That would have been fucking crazy, dude.
That would have been epic gamer moment, except the opposite.
It's so weird. Like, it was so weird, but it was just because I wanted to fucking talk about the fucking, like, bond over the knives after school. And I just thought it looked cool.
On some Yuri shit.
It wasn't, like, ill-intentioned, but at the same time, it was like, you probably should not have definitely.
Yeah, you definitely should
That
not
was
bring a
not at
weapon
all.
to school.
But, like, when you're a kid, you don't have rational, like, reasoning thought.
Yeah.
So it made sense at the time. Like, looking back, I never would have done that.
Yeah.
So that's just, like, fucking, like, stab. Like, I don't want to stab you.
I don't want to. No, I don't even think in self-defense that I could do that. My main thing, if I was ever gonna self-defense, man, I don't want to hurt them vitally. I just want to like make them unconscious so they can't do anything.
And I got into a fist fight in front of the high school walking home. It was nuts.
That sounds pretty crazy, dude.
And I was like mad. I was like, I was fucking like angry, dude. I was like, I'm fucking you,
Dude!
I'll vanish your ass.
Vanish your ass through the shadow run. Looks like you're going.
And I told my dad, and he's like, oh, yeah.
Hot tub.
He's like, yeah, dude, if somebody's fucking with you, beat the shit out of them.
Looks like you're going to the shadow realm, Jimbo. No, I have a story about that. You remember? Well, when I was in like second grade, I was getting bullied by this kid because he had a shitty family life, and he knew that I had a shitty family life, kinda, or at least that I didn't have a father figure. So he was like always on my ass about that, like bullying me for it. And one day he was like, I was walking home and I was having a really bad day anyway. So like I just come out of the doors, and he's like following behind me. And, like, I'm slowly, like, tuning out, not hearing him, and it's just, like, a fucking vibration of anger in my head. And it feels like a tornado is growing. It's, like, and I like, just...
Over 9,000.
Yeah, dude. It was, like, ridiculous. Like, I legit don't even remember what he was saying. It sounds like, when I try to remember what he was saying, it sounds like... Like, I fucking... indiscernible. You can't even hear anything. But my mom says that she came to get me that day, right? And she turns the corner, you know, like how there's that hill and then there's the little indent and you come in past and then there's the corner. You can finally see past the corner to the doors. She crossed that corner and I fucking like I don't even remember doing it. It was like blank. And she says that my face just like had the most calm, like nothingness expression on it.
You're like...
And then I turned around, like I turned around slowly, and she could still see my face, and it was like the most instantly angry, like malicious face that she's ever seen on my face. And just like he was on the ground from a punch to the nose in like half a second.
Dead, dude. You killed him. He's fucking dead.
It was, she said she had never seen anything like that. And then I think I dropped my book bag too. So I picked up my book bag, turned around, and I had the same like blank expression, and I just like walked next to her. And I remember like coming back to consciousness, and I was like shaking with anger still.
You had such an anime fighting style, it was hard to fucking combat.
It was fucking I'd seen Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
But
I think it was the Kingdom Hearts that fucking did it. Like, you were just too goddamn good at fucking...
I didn't, that was the only fight thing that I had ever been a part of.
I know, but we like sparred and shit with like, you were good with swords and stabs, and I was like, stupid fucking around.
Yeah, I learned from seeing it, you know? It's weird. Because I would, like, watch how Sora, like, used the Keyblade, and it was, like, as I was seeing it, I was taking it in for myself. Yeah. And then the same thing with, like, I started watching Inuyasha. And Inuyasha, there's some crazy fucking sword play in there, man.
Yeah.
I was taking that in, too. And then, like, I watched Naruto. and I was seeing like the martial arts going on. They were doing a lot of ninjutsu, but every time I would see something, it was like I could replicate it.
Yeah, you like practiced in your mind.
Yeah. It's weird.
That's how it was with like when I was doing parkour.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, I would just like think about it like a lot over and over in my head. Then when I go to do it, like I would do it.
Mm-hmm. And then I would go outside when I was younger, and I would like twirl around the staffs and like do stuff with them. I was like, when I was younger, I was like getting acclimated with it. It wasn't like I was really doing anything. It was just like I was getting a feel for how it feels. Yeah. So that I could like pick it up at any time and have the same sort of dexterity.
Yeah.
And then I would go out and I would LARP basically with Seth and Sawyer in the middle of the fucking night. And we would make these characters and just random storylines, and we would like cast magic and fucking sword play. Like we would fight each other with the swords and shit.
Remember that one time on your birthday, you invited all those people over, we literally had all like spawned.
Yeah. When what? How old were we?
I don't even know, dude. I can't remember. It had to be like middle school.
I remember I sparred a lot with Topman. That was fun. We did it in my old room, and we had like no room, so we would just basically be like holding and like kickboxing almost. It was weird. Man, I'm feeling a little spaced out.
You're spaced out, dude? We haven't talked about space yet.
I'm feeling a little spaced out right now, though. It's been a minute.
Yeah, man. I don't know. This has been the first installment.
This is not the first installment. We've had a Spacecast before this.
Okay, so this is the second installment?
I think so.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments if this is number 2 or number 3. We can't remember. And
anyway.
Don't forget to leave your stories in the subscribe section below.
Yeah, let us know how you.
Remember, you're not allowed.
Traumatized.
You're not allowed to share this video unless you leave a comment about your most embarrassing story or just one of your favorite embarrassing stories from your life that you did.
Or if you just want to share it, because that helps out.
Yeah, if you want it, you can share it. Share it. Leave subscribe in the like section below.
No gay sex in the comments.
None of that.
No gay sex.
You can have normal sex, but none of that.
This is a Christian channel.
This is a Chris Chan channel. This is owned by Chris Chan. Okay?
Yeah, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching and listening, and we'll catch you on the next installment of motherfucking Spacecast.
It's been Space Pals, guys.
See you later, dude.
Adieu.